Hi Aries, we're doing something a little different this time. We're answering 4 questions. Who are you now? Who are you going to become? And who's the who you've always been, but perhaps didn't realize? And then, who is your other? I have the Universal Golden Tarot, we have the Lenormand Reverie, and the Animal Spirit Guidebook. And we're going to clarify actions to take with the Mini Rider-Waite. I've already pre-shuffled. We're just going to shuffle a little bit more. And we're going to get started. So again, this is for Aries, going into August 2021. Who are you, Aries? Who are you? Aries, who are you? Who are you? The Chariot. Oh, you're about to make a bold move. The Chariot just is, it's the major arcana of movement. So whether you're moving houses, whether you're traveling, whether you're ascending, you're doing it very powerfully and forcefully here in a very good way. So who is the you yet to come? The Angel. Angel's been coming up for everybody. So this is the Temperance card, all about patience and balance, taking one step at a time off the beaten path, merging, alchemizing things together to make them flow better, and being just, really in that higher love vibration. So this is the you yet to come. And then, who is the you that you've always been, but perhaps didn't realize? The 5 of Wands, and then the Knight of Cups. So this is someone who either wants to end all these battles and competition in order to just come forward and be love. Can't we all just get along and be love? Or this is the opposite of wanting a fight so that you can fix it. That's interesting. But Aries is more of that aggressive energy, right? Because they're like, Aries is the first sign out. It's about jumping without looking, right? It's associated with the guys on the front line in the war. So that's this energy of Aries, but yet wanting to be love at the same time. This can be the pursuit of happiness as well, in just a very passionate, fun, playful way. Because that can be acting, that can be sports. You might love sports, and being a loving person, offering love through that. And then, who is your other? Who is your other? Somebody who's not paying attention to you right now. They could be bored or apathetic about things, or just feeling sorry for themselves, or they're ignoring your offer of love here. Grounding, integrating what they've been through. Perhaps just needing to deal with other stuff right now. Not ready. We have a King of Wands coming up here too. This could be someone who's always looking down, who's always looking over them, or this could be you looking over them. Or this could be them looking over you. It could go both ways. All right, so the bottom of the deck is the 7 of Cups. All right, and this is someone who looks like they're ready to take a gamble. There's a lot of choices here, and taking a gamble on knowing which one's the one. This could be shopping, this could be the right person, the right activity, but taking a risk here. You like taking a risk there. All right, so now for the Lenormand Reverie for Aries. So we have a bunch of fire here already in your read. So we have Aries is you, but we also have Sagittarius and the King of Wands over here. So who are you now? Aries, who are you now? Oh, we have the Snake here. But this could be a blessing in disguise, right? Maybe your bites, maybe your bite isn't as bad as it seems. This is like, it's like you seeing yourself as, the pearl, where the bacteria gets into the clam or oyster and becomes the pearl. Like you're the bacteria to force their hand to get into the clam or oyster so that they can get these gifts that they don't realize they can get without your bite, which is really funny. That's the way it's coming across. So who is the you yet to come? Ah, the Child. Perhaps a pest. but also in your spiritualness. All right, being very patient with your children and with petty annoyances, and being very spiritual. It's like you're practicing a higher love. This is the you yet to come, especially being in your inner child or in dealing with children, perhaps, and health issues, perhaps, and spiritual maturity. And now, who is the you you've always been? Who's the you you've always been? A bunch of cards just flew out. We have the Rider, we have the Cross, we have the Time, and the Key. So this is someone, riding the Rainbow Bridge here, the 4D and ascension, getting through the burdens, getting through the timelines, right? The lack of time needed to get through here in order to get to your freedom. It's like you have to go through this to get to your freedom. Maybe you never realized how powerful you were in overcoming all obstacles and timelines, and not only allowing yourself to go free, but in freeing others as well by doing what you do. And so who is your other? Who is your other? A gift. There could be a workplace that's a gift to you right now, that is a job that you just adore, which is your other, like your work is your job right now. And your public life. Okay? And it's your time in the sun to just be you. So it looks like you're not focusing on a specific person, but really your work. So the bottom of the deck is your stardom here, shining your light, which is great. You're taking a gamble. And let's see what the spirit animals say. So who are you now, Aries? Who are you now? The Wolf. Are you mesmerized by something? You're very focused, right? You're on a mission. You're on a mission to either deal with get health issues regarding a child resolved. You may be worried about the you-know-what and whether it's good or not. But feeling lucky right now here. You're very focused or mesmerized on neutrality. Lead me to your master. You have the wolf along with the egg, which is the golden egg is the heart. And then this is the sacral chakra. So very heart-based and very creation-based. It's like, usually the wolf is the leader of the pack, but in this deck, they're more subdued. There's an energy between you and your child here, and maybe not wanting to make all their decisions for them. You might be having a hard time on deciding whether you want them to get their you-know-what. But there's something very lucky in what you do here, who you are now. Very nature-based. Very much in your heart. Instead of the wolf here about the child is all about, usually the wolf leads the child, and here's you letting them make their own decisions, what they want. Even if they're young, you may be really taking into consideration what it is that they want and trying to be creative about it. So who's the you yet to come? Who's the you yet to come? The Panther. This is someone who's getting aggressive here. And there's that, mother and child energy again, but in a more lizardy way here. This reminds me of me and my daughter when she was little. Like when you're yelling at your kid and they're not affected by it in any which way. That's what I'm getting. This is the you yet to come. Like this is you not taking a stance, and this is you taking a stance very aggressively. So, yeah. You're becoming, right now you're very aggressive in energy. Here you're much more spiritual. You're like a spiritual warrior here regarding the reptilian energy here. Who is the you you've always been? Who is the you you've always been? The firefly, very light on your feet and very bright, shining your light very brightly, but it also attracts the vulture. So maybe you never realized that your light shines so brightly. You don't realize you attract the vulture here to come in and clean up after the mess. Because your light shines so brightly that other people maybe can't handle it because they're not as in their truth as you are. And so the vulture knows to be around you because there's always going to be some kind of fallout around you that they can clean up after. They get the benefit of being around you. The crossed bear and timelines. So again, this parallels the same type of energy, right? Because it's kind of contradictory. We have the fight and then the loving person. This could be two aspects of your own self. The you that you've always been that you perhaps didn't see. Maybe you see yourself as this big light, but you also could be a vulture, like scooping in the stuff that everybody else leaves behind and just waiting patiently for them to fail. This could be really positive, but there also could be not seeing your shadow side that you need to take a look at. And then we have the others. Who is your other? Your other is a star, the starfish, but this card in this deck is superficial. So it's the one that everyone loves, and yet there's no depth there. And is that you and your job? Or is that you? Or is that someone else that could potentially be there for you? But do you want them if they're superficial? We have the starfish, the stingray too. You notice they're both, the same group of sea creatures here who are very deep in water. Maybe they're over their heads or they're just really emotional. But this is your work is coming up is what you're really focused on as your other. Being the star, right? Being the star over here. Is it all it's cracked up to be? As your kundalini may be rising. Maybe your stinger's out a bit. So be careful about being superficial here. I'm not saying that you are, but being in the position that you are, if you're in a star position at work, or this could be you dealing with someone else who's the star at work who's superficial. Be careful about being triggered because this one, their whole chakra system's activated here. This is someone who's awakened or awakening and is courted. We have the eagle coming in here too, which is really powerful, ready to take a dive. This is also the energy though of the eagle coming in to anchor into the earth or the sun. And one of the messages I got before was about, massaging the head of the elephant. That's how they showed love. It's like, oh yeah, like you being aggressive and darting in and like messing with them to cause them to get the bacteria in the clam or the oyster in order to create the pearl. Like you use aggression or perhaps, can attack something in order to shake it up, to make it see what it's not seeing. That's very interesting the way it's coming up. And then you have the swans here reflecting each other here. So whatever you say bounces back off of me onto you again. There's like that energy of be careful what you say to others because it might bounce right back at you. All right, now the action to take for each. The underlying energy is really beautiful. It's reflecting that swan, that loving energy, reflecting yourself as well. In stardom of all your dreams coming true, and after taking a gamble there on which one to do or which one to pick. Or perhaps not having lots of options and maybe using a different one each day or each week or whatever it is for you. So who are you, and what's the action that you need to take regarding this situation here? And is it regarding your child? All right, so this came out sideways, and this I was just talking about in your underlying energy. So you're on the fence here regarding keeping them all or dumping some of them, right? So you're on the fence here, and it's regarding whatever this is right here. Let's see what this is. The Two of Cups. You have all these choices, but you're on the fence about them because there's somebody else to consider, and that can be a child here for sure. You need to consider your child first, and that may not be easy here. And there's definitely psychic abilities here. Very interesting. So who's the you yet to come? And what is the action that you need to take based on that? You need to be your whole truth in order to get that whole love. Okay? This is two sides of you too, right? You need to be completely truthful with yourself in order to love yourself completely. This also could be you could be coming up. There's a panther and a lizard here who's ignoring the panther. Panther's yelling, lizard's ignoring them. And again, here's that ignoring energy of the, where is it here? Being ignored, the other. And that could be your child here as well. So this is you being, presenting your full truth. So if they're ignoring you, what these cards are saying is that if you're being in your full truth, they won't ignore you. But if you're not in your full truth, they can't give you their full love because you're not in your full truth, and they feel it, especially your child, because they're so connected with you energetically. This is someone who's no reason not to give you all of their love, being very present in the moment. Or this could be vice versa. This could be you ignoring the panther who's aggressive, giving you their truth. But maybe they're not in their whole truth because you're not able to give them your whole love. And maybe you intuitively know that. So who's the you you've always been, and what action do you need to take based on that? You need to choose a new path here. You need to let go. Perhaps if you've been saving, maybe you need to let go of a little bit of money to fix the place up, or to spend on someone, to fix things with someone, to make things better, to make amends with somebody. And then who is your other? Your other is out in the cold with you. Maybe you're in the middle of a divorce. This also could be just getting, your other may be your clients, or patients, whatever kind of work you're in. That could be your other right now, regarding truth and balance and helping them out. This also could be something legal, okay? Okay, we have the King of Wands up here. That can be a Libra energy here. And again, the ones grounding, integrating, or feeling sorry for themselves are coming up as these two out in the cold who are injured or hurt. And there could be an injured party thing. And again, there's a gift here of the job. But there's also this prima donna energy here with the star. And someone who's being attacked here. So there may be an issue at work with you, with your other, because your other's work, that could be someone, your clients, maybe your other right now. What's coming up next? All right, this is about stubbornness, a block, not moving. This can be fear, right? Having no balls here. The fear of going forward, and offering something, offering help, money, or opportunity. And this is being stubborn about that. This could be this could be in court too, right? Someone's saying that you did something, and you're saying absolutely not. Yeah, some kind of falling out, perhaps with someone you thought you really got along with. This could be a soulmate or a child as well. And this could be arguing about the thing, whether you want it or not. You and your child, or whoever this is, may not agree on what that is, especially if you're a parent of a child who's under 18, because usually you would have the say on what happens to them, but they have a perspective too. So maybe you're not agreeing with your child on that. That would be interesting here. The underlying energy is the moon, which is the subconscious energies, romanticizing certain things. Perhaps you're still howling from the full moon here, about depression or arrogance going on here. Okay, we have Aquarius and Cancer here as well. So again, not getting your dreams come true, or your hopes and wishes, or just feeling sick, or not wanting to get sick. And anyway, some aggressions coming out at the full moon, or dealing with a Cancer, or again, like I said, subconscious wounds coming up, romanticizing certain things, perhaps when you shouldn't be, or they shouldn't be. And let's see what your energy deck cards have to say for you. So the action here is you're taking a stand here regarding your other. And here you're choosing a new path regarding the you've always been, perhaps changing your ways here. This is considering a close relationship here. So it really is this one-on-one relationship, whether it's a child or someone else you work with, or someone you worked for, or dealt with. And there needs to be an equal energy of full truth and full love in return. And that could be yourself too, giving yourself truth in order to receive full love in return from yourself. Okay, let's see here. Or maybe you're expecting to give truth and get love in return, but you're not offering love over here, only truth. Like handing somebody their head on a platter with their truth and expecting them to be loving in return. So be careful of your aggression right here, which is coming up. So this is from the energy deck, what's coming up for Aries. The woman holding a heart. 44 is that grounding and integrating energy here of boredom, apathy, or grounding and integrating, whatever you just went through. So boredom has a reason. There's a reason for going through boredom. We need to be still and listen to our bodies after we've been through something to understand the lesson and to integrate it into our system before we go forward again into the next. So this is that loving woman holding a heart and dealing with the magician in the mirror. Okay, and this is someone who's got healing abilities here. Is that you? Are you dealing with a child or a partner? And then we have the door to personal healing and happiness. So maybe you take care of others, but maybe now you need some healing. Maybe you need to go to someone else for some healing. The door to personal, clear out your space, perhaps bring the outdoors inside more, because this picture, the outdoors is both inside and out. Open your windows more, clear out your space. Maybe he's done enough for you now. It's time for you to do it on your own here, depending on which one is you. Okay, so it's really that energy about using your healing abilities and opening, getting fresh air, letting the outside in. There's an energetic exchange here. Again, the energetic exchange here. Is it fair? Are you giving out what you're getting in return? And then the bottom of the deck is the fourth chakra, which is the heart, Archangel Raphael. So needing to heal the heart here. 38 is the Queen of Cups, which is that loving woman. So you need to work on healing your heart right now. Maybe, I don't know if you have a father issue or a healing issue, but you need to bring the outdoors in more. So maybe bring some more plants inside for healing, or just opening the windows more often. You could be dealing with someone about your health and asking, maybe you had the injection and maybe you're having some symptoms and you're trying to find out why or how you can heal those certain things, or It could be lots of different things like that as well. So from Romance Angels, what's coming up for Aries? Retreats, time to disconnect from the world, to go within. Maybe you're working too much and you need to slow down and pay attention to your body. Make the effort, or your children. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, so you might need to take a vacation with your child or your lover, perhaps, your soulmate. The bottom of the deck is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And beneath that is separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So this could be taking a break from, whether it's your other, which could be people at work, your job that you love, or a child or your partner, taking a break in order to just make yourself feel better and be you again. You know, you need time to yourself to feel into your body and just heal and know what you want. And perhaps you had a fight with someone, and you just need time apart for a minute to just, you know, come back to yourself and then come back together again. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you, Aries. Make sure to drink your water, get your rest, get your joy in your nature every day, the best you can do, and rise and be love. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.